Firstly, turn off your ceiling fans and your fans and perhaps your furnace. You don't want air blowing in today's crafting, or at least I don't. Ask me how I know. We're using some gilding paper, gilding flakes, gold, and the sort of coppery color. We're going to use some punches. They're on the back of my door in a shoe holder. That's how I keep my punches. Because when they were in the box, I never used them. And we're going to use some circle punches to make something that is gilded, because we're using Be Happy Stationery's Gilded Peacock digitals and old music paper. This was a set of music paper that came to me with the piano, the piano that came to me from someone who'd owned it originally, who was in music in various forms all his life, and he passed away, so his children had put it on Facebook Marketplace to be shared with someone else. And for my birthday, my husband said, let's get a piano, because I've played my entire life the piano, and I don't have one right now. I do now, but I didn't. And he's a wonderful fellow. He likes cleaning, and don't we like people who like cleaning? And so while he cleans up the kitchen after a meal, I serenade him on the piano. This music is something I wouldn't play because it's actually it's for an orchestra, and the music itself is a little, what can I say, grungy, funky. I showed you in last video that there were, I don't have it here, oh, in the signature, obviously, I'll show you. There were places where the rusted paper clips, the paper clips that were holding it together, rusted, and so the marks are there. We're going to decorate with some gilding. That's the point. Let's do that. And I can keep talking or not as we go. We also made this little pocket item. And let's do the right side up. And I thought we'd put a little gilding on that. We made that in the last video. I did not come up with this style. Someone else did. I'll put the link in the description. And so I said at the end of the video I wanted to decorate in some way. And I think what I'm going to do is tie in these circles that are gilded. I'll have to put this in later. I have to let these parts dry first. Okay, next. How do you put it down? I'm going to cut a circle. I've yet to try this scallopy thing. So let's try the scallop. And this punch, the wings of the butterfly stick up, punching. My main concern is just getting it all the way through, down, so that it's centered, and it just flipped out. And then punch. Let's see how it worked. Not bad, not bad at all. Where are my wings? Here's the wings, and they fold up like so. There, isn't that pretty? I don't know how well you can see it. Can you see it okay? Next, put a little bit of the glue stick where you want the gilding sheet to go. Oh, it just broke. Oh well. And this is fiddly work. Don't have this ceiling fan going. My craft room is in front of very sunny windows. Now it's early in the morning now, so I don't usually have the overhead fan on first thing in the morning, but I will later this afternoon. And this is so light and so delicate that any air, like even if I coughed or sighed loudly or laughed, this would go out into the air and just float away. So with the brush, you can see I am brushing away some of the gilding. That's okay. That's fine. Now, which do you prefer? Do you prefer the simple circle or the scalloped circle? What do you think? Here I put much more glue on, and I did it ahead of time and then punched, and it was more difficult because the paper was a little wet still from the glue. Now maybe if I'd waited a bit, but I like this. I wonder if we can put it on the outside of the circle that with the scallops. We're experimenting here, real time. You're watching me play. Do you do that? Do you go into your craft room and just play with what you have? I imagine that we are somewhat similar. Whether you've been collecting items to work with over years, or you're new and you impulse buy when you go to a craft store. But you might have things in your craft room you have yet to use because you're just a little bit hesitant. You think to yourself, oh, I've got all the time in the world to try this. Maybe not today. Are you like that? I am. I have been, but no more. No more. I'm embracing the word today. Today is the day we have here right now, and let's make use of it. If crafting, if playing with paper and different kinds of media make you happy, make today the day that you try something that you haven't tried before, that you perhaps purchased, and you're saving it. Nope, no more. Use it today. Hence this gilding paper. My daughter gave it to me years ago. I mean, it's more than 2 years. It was on my wish list, you know, the Amazon wish list thing we sometimes have if you use Amazon. And my daughter gave it to me, and it's been sitting in my craft cart directly beside me since then, thinking, oh, someday I'm going to use it. Today is the day. All right. I also have these photos from an experience in St. Augustine, Florida with our adult children and grandchildren. And I took the actual photo and used AI to play with the image to make it into this pencil sketch of personal photos I took on our trip. I want to use them in this signature. And if I'm being candid with you, I'm always honest. I'm not always candid. I'll share that part of the draw of using this digital as part of Sandra's design team was to make use of those photos. I've sped up this portion because, well, I'm just giving you an idea of putting some gilding paper flakes on. And you saw me do it before. But anyhow, just a little more demonstration. I must say that I did enjoy this. It was fun. It held a sense of accomplishment when I was done. Not saving the gilding flakes, but rather using them. Try it if you have an opportunity. You'll have fun too. We'll get back now. Have you ever done this? Leave a comment, let me know. If you've done it, great. And if you haven't, if you're intrigued by the idea, let me know too. I'd love to know. Okay. If I'm going to use this, and it's dried, here, let's cut out a little butterfly from here. It'll never get in there. So we're going to just cut this into a square where we can have a butterfly. I'll use the butterfly itself, and I'll use this little square rectangle, whatever it is. There we are. Now we have a little bit of gilded butterfly to go on somewhere. Is this dried? It's dried some. And some of the gilding has brushed off. But I'm going to show you how it goes together easily. The way this is made, there's a longer and a shorter. The longer goes in the deeper pocket. And the way the designer, Sarah Lee Armstrong, designed it was so that it would be easier to insert. First you insert the longer one, and you turn it over and you insert the shorter one. And there we go. What do you think? It's a little pocket. Now, inside is a signature. And in that signature, I'm going to paste the little butterfly. Adhere, paste. We'll use a little bit of glue stick on it. And it'll be on. There we go. And I'm going to carry on decorating this project. You'll see something new on Tuesday, in Tuesday's video. I make videos twice a week, Fridays and Tuesdays. I don't know if I'll be finished this by Tuesday. If I am, I'll show you. But I have a feeling I won't be finished. I'll be doing something else on Tuesday. Yeah. It's sweet. It's different. You'll like it, I think. I think. But I'll carry on gilding. I'll carry on decorating. So I'll have 2 projects on the go. Which I imagine maybe you do too. You have more than one project at a time. Leave a comment below and let me know. In the meantime, I wish you well. I wish you things to come into your life that make you smile, that cheer your heart. Do some crafting. And if you have something that's been sitting beside you, waiting, use it. What would you use right now if you weren't afraid in your crafting? Quick, leave a comment. Take care. I'm Lori at Positive Thanks Living. Positive Thanks Living means something. It means I want to live with optimism. I want to live with gratitude. And I'm very thankful for you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye. for now.